Okay, time for another wood profile video, and I'm pairing it today with the formerly John Neiman, now Northmen for a few years, Finnish forest axe. A little dirty here. Beautiful elm handle, snowflake embellishments. This is black oak, sometimes called yellow oak by some of the guys around, old timers around here. It's in the red oak side of the family. As far as firewood goes, it's red oak. Splitting, burning, curing, etc. So this is really not a big axe. This would be like a camp axe. So it's kind of undersized for splitting larger wood, but it does have a nice wedgy profile. And I haven't used it for a while, so thought I'd get it out and put it through some trials and share it with you. Hope you enjoy. The black oak is named thusly for its tannin dyeing properties. Seems like every tree that has a color associated with it has to do with either the dye it produces or its buds, because the buds on the black oak are yellow, so it's also called yellow oak. Black walnut, black dye, red maple, red buds in spring. Big knot in the bottom of this. Power through it. Kind of hate to use these really pretty axes sometimes, but then again, that's what they're for, is to be used. And if you don't use them for a while, they can develop rust, or in this case there's some dirt left over from, I guess I missed at some point, or somebody else did. And the best way to clean it off is to use it. This is some oak that has been down for about 2 months. My neighbors starting to show some very mild early signs of deterioration in the sapwood, but it's perfect firewood. And as usual, oak's pretty easy to split, especially red oak. And this is knotty limb wood for the most part, so I'm not swinging too hard. Some of it's big pieces. I really want the Finnish splitting maul that the Northmen group make. I'd like to add that to the cycle, the rotation. Maybe one day that'll happen. They've got a long wait list. not cheap, but few good things are. I've got a number of their tools. I don't really like them. The red oak is open porous, open pore, open rain pore. You can see it too well with this one. So you got in this case, the wide ones are the solid wood and the little bitty ones are the porous wood, which the wide ones will be late wood and the spring wood is the porous wood. It's a small thing, but it actually does, I think it helps it with the firewood value because it allows more oxygen, more air to flow through the wood as it burns because it's got these hollow tubes that create all these micro vacuums. You get down to straight grain, you make a boards, man. It's great. See, those are throw out, split this stuff up for shopwood. It'd be pretty. And my neighbor actually owns a sawmill, so when it was this tree and another one were growing right beside it, when they fell that way. They were growing out of the ground like that. I guess they had a lean to them or something. You would have thought they would fall the same direction, but I guess when one let go, that disrupted the other one's roots enough to where it went too. So he came and got what we call the butt log, and left me basically everything beyond the first big crotch, which is a lot. I filled up the 85 twice to the brim, and I got 90% of the first one and none of the second one, and the second one was more. It was definitely more, so there's probably 3.5, 4 more loads. Of course, I waited till the first really hot 90-degree day to cut it, and that was kind of dumb, I guess. But I'm glad I got what I got when I got it, and I'll go back and get more. Just got to bring a little water with me. When you do this kind of splitting with a shorter handle, you got to be careful with your accuracy, especially if you have to kind of add a little juice to it, because short handle will not, if you miss, it will not hit the ground like a longer handle one would. But it's easier for that side. Actually, this axe, I think this is the one. If it wasn't this one, it was the other small splitting axe that you can find a video for. I would link it, but just watch my other videos, you'll see it. That's the only real injury I've had. I teach a course called Axe Camp. I think you can search like hilltowntn.com or something like that. Friends of Hilltown. I forgot what it is, but we've got a website and profile about Axe Camp out there. And Axe Camp is where I show folks who live in town or maybe just bought a farm the important and essential skill of being able to harvest firewood. We chop down a tree. I only chop down invasive trees. I do have a number of those. They're not very big. Same principles apply. And then we go to the woodlot where we split wood. Show them how to do that. So that's fun. Anyway, one time, this one guy who was very vocal about how much, quote, wood he'd chopped, was wailing away on a mall and picked up one of these and stood just as far away and missed and went right down into his boot. Cut the top of the boot, about 3 or 4 of the laces, and the sock, and drew 1 bead of blood. That was nearly the end of Axe Camp. I think it was just an end of those boots. We learned our lesson there, didn't we? But it does make for good practice if you, for some reason, I mean, technically a man really only needs 1 axe. But if you have a couple, then just need to learn your tools and adjust what you're doing when you swap between them. I think that's the case with every tool, but this one, as far as hand tools go, it may be the most important. Seeing some videos about twisting the wood once you get your axe stuck in there. You're supposed to twist it. I think I've probably gone over that, but that's right. If it's stuck and held fast, when you twist it, you're just going to break the handle. So see, that one's an awkward piece, but I don't know that I could twist that out. I can just pick it up. But really, if you're stuck in a piece that is too big to pick up and twist, I don't want to do that. But if it's split, there's just a few fibers. All right, I guess I'll let the birds talk for a minute.